Good to see you. First, tell me about your impression of the convention thus far.
Well, the convention feels a lot more exciting tonight on the night before the big nomination.
Right.
I think there's a lot of anticipation to see Paul Ryan and an appropriate build-up to tomorrow night. But I feel a lot of energy and enthusiasm from the Texas delegation. This is only my fourth convention to attend. My first one was in 1980 when Ronald Reagan and George Bush were nominated, and I was in college. So it's a little different view than when I was a page for the Texas delegation back then.
Time flies when you're having fun. Speaking of fun, I kind of joked earlier in the evening that it's almost like Austin is here politically, right? And so give us an opportunity to talk to you maybe about the upcoming session. Number one issue, I know it's hard to pick an issue, but if you were to pick one, maybe one or two, what are those issues?
Well, I think education is always a major issue in Texas. It's the number one thing we do in state government. And we have fiscal pressures, as you know, that we worked through the last session. We still have work to do that's left from the last session. So we need to straighten out where we were and figure out where we're going. Continuing the good news that has been the Texas story of economic growth, of making hard decisions in difficult times. All states are under a lot of pressure. It isn't going to get easier in Texas anytime soon. That's the tough news. The good news is, because of the decisions we have made, our economy is growing, jobs continue to be created at a fairly robust pace, and a lot of states are jealous of Texas, and we want to keep it that way.
On the topic of education, on the Senate side of things, the Lieutenant Governor mentioned that he's going to work with Dan Patrick, maybe considering vouchers and family or parental choice. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think there's a lot of issues that have to be explored in public education. We're going to have a thorough discussion from top to bottom. Remember, the last session was very difficult in public education. We have a growing state. We have more than 5 million kids in public schools. We have over 1,200 school districts. They vary all across the board. And I think it's appropriate to have a discussion about choice, about charters, about traditional schools, about funding adequately, what that means, all the while watching the courts do what they're going to do. We're going to have a fascinating and thorough discussion.
Final thing I ask you, because we'll let you go to have more fun here and see some of the speeches, but the issue of water, another big issue. What do we need to do this legislative session to try to figure out what to do about the drought here? I don't know what we can do.
Yeah, well, we can't make it rain.
Right.
But we can get very serious about water, and at the beginning of the session make a commitment that we're going to make progress. We've done a few things in terms of allowing some financing of certain projects. But that's not enough. We need to be really serious about the Texas Water Plan that's been in existence for many years, or a Texas Water Plan that we think is more appropriate. But we need to be committed to agreeing to something that gets done. I'm committed to it. I know Chairman Ritter, who's chairman of Natural Resources in the House, is very focused and very committed, and I'll do everything I can to make sure that at the end of the next session we have some successes to talk about, and not just nibbling around the edges.
We're going to let you go. I know there's many other issues that we'd love to talk to you about. We'll do that in Austin in the future. Thank you so much.
Right now we'll enjoy the nomination of Paul Ryan and Mitt Romney and what that can mean for our country and our state.
Very good. Thank you very much, Speaker. Appreciate it.